What does it really take to go from a teenage country singer to a global billionaire powerhouse? Not just fame, not just talent, but strategy, reinvention, and one of the smartest business minds in modern entertainment. The rise of Taylor Swift isn't just a story about music, it's a masterclass in building an empire from the ground up. And once you see how she did it, you'll understand why she didn't just win the game. She changed it forever. In an industry where artists often burn bright and fade fast, Taylor Swift did the opposite. She evolved, she adapted, and most importantly, she took control. From writing songs in her bedroom to selling out stadiums across continents, her journey is a blueprint for anyone who wants to turn creativity into long-term wealth. But becoming a billionaire didn't happen overnight. It was the result of calculated moves, bold risks, and an unwavering connection with her audience. So how exactly did she do it? Let's break down the strategy behind the empire, the power of ownership. One of the most defining moments in Taylor Swift's career came when she lost ownership of her original masters. Instead of accepting it, she made a bold and unprecedented move. She decided to re-record her entire catalog. Albums like Fearless Taylor's version and Red Taylor's version weren't just nostalgic releases, they were strategic weapons. By encouraging fans to stream the new versions, she effectively shifted value away from the originals and back into her control. This wasn't just about money. It was about power. In an industry where artists often have little control over their work, Swift turned the tables. She educated her audience, involved them in the journey, and turned a business dispute into a global movement. Reinvention as a strategy. Most artists find a formula and stick to it. Taylor Swift built her empire by doing the exact opposite. She started in country music, then transitioned into pop with 1989, embraced darker themes in Reputation, and explored indie folk sounds in Folklore and Evermore. Each shift wasn't random, it was calculated. Reinvention kept her relevant. It expanded her audience, and it prevented stagnation. While others were trying to chase trends, she was setting them. The touring machine, a billion-dollar engineer. There's one thing that pushed Taylor Swift firmly into billionaire territory: its live performances. The Eras Tour became more than just a concert, it became a cultural phenomenon. Cities experienced economic boosts. Tickets sold out within minutes. Fans traveled across countries just to attend. But here's the genius. Swift didn't just perform music. She turned her entire career into an experience. Each era represented a phase of her life, allowing fans to relive her journey in one massive show. This level of emotional connection transformed concerts into must-see events, and financially, it became one of the highest-grossing tours in history. Direct connection with fans. Taylor Swift doesn't just have fans, she has a community. From hiding Easter eggs in her music videos to interacting on social media, she created a two-way relationship. Fans feel seen, they feel included, and most importantly, they feel loyal. This loyalty translates into real-world results: album sales, sold-out tours, and massive streaming numbers. While other artists rely heavily on marketing teams, Swift built a personal brand that feels authentic. And in today's world, authenticity is one of the most valuable currencies. 5. Smart branding and merchandising. Another key pillar of her empire is branding. Taylor Swift turned her identity into a business. Every album comes with a distinct aesthetic, color palette, and theme. This consistency allows her to sell merchandise that fans don't just they collect. From limited edition vinyls to exclusive clothing drops, she creates urgency and demand. It's not just merch, it's part of the fan experience. And because she controls much of her branding, she maximizes profits instead of sharing them across multiple middlemen. 6. Leveraging streaming and digital platforms. Early in her career, Swift famously pulled her music from arguing that artists deserved better compensation. At the time, it seemed risky, but it positioned her as an artist who understood her value. When she returned, it was on her terms. And by then, streaming had exploded globally. Today, her music dominates platforms, generating millions in revenue while also expanding her reach to new audiences worldwide. 7. Business mindset over celebrity mindset. What separates Taylor Swift from many celebrities is her mindset. She doesn't just think like an artist, she thinks like a CEO. Every move is intentional. Every release is timed. Every project fits into a larger strategy. She's not chasing short-term fame, she's building long-term wealth. From negotiating deals to planning multi-year projects, Swift approaches her career like a business empire. And that's exactly what it has become. 8. Expanding beyond music. While music is her foundation, Taylor Swift's influence extends far beyond it. She has stepped into film, directing projects and controlling visual storytelling. She has partnered with major brands, but always selectively protecting her image and value. Even her decision to release a concert film directly to theaters, bypassing traditional studios, showed her willingness to disrupt industries beyond music. This diversification adds multiple income streams while strengthening her global presence. 9. Timing and cultural awareness. One underrated aspect of her success is timing. Taylor Swift knows when to speak, when to release, and when to stay silent. Whether it's dropping surprise albums or re-entering conversations at the perfect moment, she understands the rhythm of culture. She doesn't just follow the spotlight, she controls it. And in the digital age, attention is everything. Taylor Swift's journey to becoming a billionaire isn't just about hit songs or sold-out tours. It's about ownership, reinvention, and understanding the business behind the art. She proved that artists don't have to choose between creativity and control, they can have both. More importantly, she showed that building an empire isn't about one big moment. It's about a series of smart, consistent decisions over time. From a teenage songwriter to one of the most powerful figures in the entertainment industry, Taylor Swift didn't just rise to the top, she built a system that keeps her there. And the real lesson? Talent might get you noticed, but strategy is what makes you unstoppable.